you.
What if?
Clouds were made of cotton wool. What a lovely day. Let's play a game. Can you guess what shape I'm seeing in that cloud?
Dragon? Aeroplane? Shark?
Nope, a big fluffy ball of cotton wool.
I don't think that's how this game works. And besides, clouds may look like cotton wool, but they're actually cold, wet, and not fluffy at all.
Oh, so what are they then, if they're not cotton wool?
Clouds are formed when heat from the sun is absorbed by water, which then evaporates as vapour. The water vapour rises up and up until it reaches an altitude where the air can no longer hold it, and it forms back into tiny droplets of water, which we see as clouds.
They look so comfy, though, like you could just fall asleep on one.
Clouds aren't comfy at all. They'd be a terrible place for a nap.
They look lovely and comfy to me.
Well, they wouldn't be. Trust me, this is clearly a dream.
Best dream ever.
If somehow, defying every law of nature, reason and science, clouds were made of cotton wool, then it might actually be more of a nightmare. For a start, they would be seriously heavy. If you could grab a little piece of cloud, it wouldn't weigh very much because the water droplets are very spread out. A piece of cotton wool, though, would feel much heavier. And a whole massive cloud of cotton wool, it would be seriously heavy, the same weight as 33 million hippos.
So if a cotton wool cloud weighs as much as 33 million hippos, how come it would still float in the sky?
It wouldn't. It would fall.
Oh no! He's falling out of the sky! It's such a long way down! This is an emergency! Why aren't you panicking?
Well, firstly, because this is a dream. But secondly, because a cotton wool cloud would be so wide underneath that it would act like a parachute and fall incredibly slowly.
How slowly?
Less than a centimetre per second.
Feel a bit silly for being so panicked now.
So the good news is that if you did end up on a cotton wool cloud falling from the sky, you'd be perfectly safe.
And the bad news?
The bad news is that even the lowest clouds are a very long way up and would take roughly 74 hours to fall to the ground.
But that's over 3 days. How would you fill 3 whole days? Not long now. Wait a minute. This is not the only cloud, right?
You get clouds all over the world, and so if they were made of cotton wool, then after 3 days they'd start landing everywhere. Although some places will get more clouds than others. In fact, I feel a question coming on.
Ready.
In which of these places would the most clouds land? The Sahara Desert, the Equator, or Antarctica? The answer is the Equator. If you look at the world from space, there's a band around the equator where it's almost always cloudy because of air currents, and anywhere on the equator, like the Amazon rainforest, would end up as one big cottony mess as the clouds finally reach the ground.
On behalf of Cotton Wool Cloud, we'd like to thank you for flying with us today.
A single cotton wool cloud would be taller than most of the buildings on Earth and contain double the cotton farmed by the entire world each year.
Think of all the things you could do with all that cotton. You could make a really big cotton cloud ball.
Or perhaps cotton swabs, cotton wool pads,
Cotton stuffing?
cotton dinner napkins, cotton T-shirts.
I said it first.
You most certainly did not.
I most certainly did.
Did not. Each cloud would have enough cotton for 500 billion T-shirts.
Hope no one else has thought of it. Oh, that's going to dent your profit margins.
Those T-shirts were your idea.
No, you said it first.
Did not. And anyway, it's all just a dream.
Yes, cold, wet clouds are much better. So, if clouds were made of cotton wool, they'd be so heavy they'd fall from the sky.
Albeit very slowly.
They'd land everywhere, creating a big, giant, cottony mess. And more cotton than we could ever use. Should have made some cotton umbrellas.